Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 8 chat.
Episode 9. Number 9.
So, last episode was a mess.
Oh my god.
This episode was also a mess.
This show started out with so much promise a few weeks ago, and now we are in the dregs.
I never thought that we would be here at this point.
No.
What has this season come to?
Just when you don't think it's gonna get worse, it gets worse.
But anyway, we'll get there. So the last episode ended with the HOH competition in progress.
Snooze, you lose.
So hold on to your bar. Try not to fall into the pile of My Pillows.
It's gotta be My Pillows, right?
They're always showing the commercials, right?
Alright, so Vanessa, she's got a new alliance, because Kyle left, so
they're not doing the KVBS anymore.
No.
They're doing the VBS
C.
Yeah. So that's Vanessa, Chris, Sheldon, Brooke, and Sue.
Right. So after Min, peeps were just throwing this comp because...
Yeah, once she was out, everybody was like, whatever, we're all going after her. It's not a big deal.
Some more obvious than others.
Yeah.
But what was up with Chris? He was freaking dying up there.
Well, it came down to Chris and Sheldon in the end.
From the beginning, he was like...
Oh, he kept doing the...
And he was so red.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we've seen, even when he is, like, freaking out a little bit, his face gets very red.
And Sheldon was just like, are you gonna drop? 'Cause I'm, like, pretty solid here.
Great Sheldon impression.
I mean,
You can drop now.
dude, come on.
You can drop.
I'm solid, dude.
Yeah, so Chris kept saying, like, oh, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes.
Hey, can I have just, like, 10 more minutes, please? 10 more minutes, and
Sheldon's
then we'll kill
like,
this thing.
Fine.
I know.
So
Sheldon was, like, not even affected by
we've
this.
seen that Sheldon does not show his emotions for the most part on this show.
Yeah.
So anyway, eventually Chris does drop.
Well, it was down to Hira, Chris.
Well, I already passed that part. Yeah, so...
It was a little over an hour, right?
Yeah, it was definitely over an hour.
Yeah.
So Chris ended up dropping, which means that Sheldon is the HOH
HOH
again. It really is a reset week.
Oh my god.
Do you think that was a good move for him to win that one?
Probably not.
I mean, knowing what we know now, absolutely not.
I mean, it's painting a huge target on his back,
Yeah.
winning 2 weeks in a row like that, and he had to, like, outright pick the have-nots.
Well, I mean, that's not a big deal because nobody... I
Why
mean, there's
didn't
still
he ask
people...
for volunteers?
I think he did, and they probably just edited it out. But,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, we're still at the point where not everyone has done it yet, so it's not like this horrible thing where you're picking repeat have-nots.
Yeah.
So the have-nots this week are...
Brooke, Sue, Rianne, and JL.
Okay.
Min's already worried about going up.
Well, yeah. I mean, she knows everybody's after her. If they didn't have 2 people get ejected from the game last week, she would have been going.
Yeah. So, Carol. Let's just talk about Carol for a minute. She's a freaking mess. What can we say about Carol?
Why did you even sign up for this?
I don't know.
Have you seen the show before? Like, did you watch the show before you came on?
She says to Sheldon, put me up and evict me. And he says, no, I'll put you up.
As a pawn.
Right, but you're not getting evicted till next week. But I promise that next week you'll get evicted.
So at the time, she says, okay. Now...
Well, she said, I don't want to self-evict.
Carol has been
I
talking...
want this, and I want this, and I want this.
Carol's been talking about wanting to leave since, like... I think after the first veto competition, she's been talking about it, and it's exhausting, and it's been going on for a long time, and it's
Carol,
too much.
Listen up. If you want to freaking go, self-evict.
If you really want your friends to do well,
yeah,
you're not helping them by forcing them to vote to evict you this week.
I feel like Carol does not want to give up her stipend.
It could be that. I mean, that's how it works in the U.S. If you quit, you lose that. I don't know if that's how they work it here.
She's like, oh, I want to go out with my head held high and blah, blah, blah. And
I don't think that this is going to help. I think this makes it worse.
How is
I think
this
you're pissing a lot of people off.
Your head held high by making people do what you want them to do when they don't want to do it? Mm-hmm. That's not cool.
I mean, like Carol said herself, it's kind of selfish. Yeah.
Okay, so...
I mean, I want to say, too, I feel bad if she really is having issues with her mental health.
Quit.
That's the thing. Like, if it's that bad, then why are you not just leaving instead of, like, dragging it out like this? All right.
I'm sorry. It really pisses me off.
Well, there were a lot of little bits of filler tonight because...
Oh, my God. It was ridiculous.
The last few days have pretty much just been, is Carol going to quit? Is Carol going to quit? Is Carol going to quit?
Showing JL eating his slop, not even in the most interesting... I mean, yeah, okay, he was, like, pumping himself up and everything, but it was like, this is so lame. This is lame. If
they're going to include a segment about somebody eating slop like that, I better see some puke at the end of it.
All right, Sheldon's HOH.
His cat plushie's back.
They recycled it. Did they like fluff it up a little bit? Did they put it in the dryer with the dry cleaner sheets?
Maybe.
He got a letter from his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so sweet.
Oh, Shelly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
back to business. Just kidding. It's time for a party.
They had a party for Hira's birthday. Mm-hmm. They had food and beer, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? There are 2 pitchers of beer for how many?
They did end up getting more.
Okay, because I was going to say, this is Canada.
That was the starter pack. They got a refill.
They're like drinking beer from the minute they're born up there. They love their beer. Hello.
Well, they all had a good time at the party, which was a nice little break from all the craziness. Yeah. So then it was back to business.
Minley's already campaigning.
She knows that she's
JL.
Like the biggest target right now in the house.
Keep me.
Yeah.
Get rid of Carol. JL would totally keep her, so he says. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't think anybody else would, so...
He doesn't want to be on the wrong side of that vote, right?
No. Everybody wants to be with the house. So Minley's chatting with Sheldon, and boy... As if last week was not insulting enough for her.
When he told Minley, no one would care if you got backdoored.
This week, he calls her a cockroach.
Damn! I mean, in a way, it's a compliment, because, like,
she can survive the apocalypse.
Nuclear apocalypse, but, like, cockroaches are dirty, too, so it's kind of insulting.
I think we're at a new low, because they're showing Angie nodding off in the Expedia lounge.
Are we really at that point where we're showing a house guest falling asleep?
Yeah, we are.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks a lot, Carol!
Was that the editor's way of saying this is how they feel about the season?
Yeah, maybe. It's a real snooze. All right, so Carol tells Brooke... Oh, no, wait. Let's go back. Sheldon and Rhiannon having their Wendy's. Mm-hmm. He's like, ooh, I'm crazy for the spicy chicken. And she's like...
I'm going to change it up.
I'm going to get the bacon deluxe. And that's probably why he's terrified of her. All right, so he got a video from his brother.
I can't even tell you guys how much I want a freaking Frosty right now.
we're gonna have something. After gosh. After this mess.
You know what? Sometimes that marketing just works on you, and sometimes you're stuck in your house and you can't leave, and you want what you cannot have. And it's not vegan anyway, but...
We're going to make it vegan.
Yeah.
Now you got me thinking about Frosties, and I can't think about anything but Frosties.
All right, he got a very nice video from his brother.
He did.
And then they had a little game chat during the Wendy's segment. Rhiannon was like, are you going to put up Carolyn Minley?
And Sheldon says, yep.
Well, he was saying, I can't really think of anybody else to put up as a pawn.
Yeah.
And Rhiannon was like, yeah, I don't want to do it. So, just putting that out there.
So Carol tells Brooke, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not.
She's like, I can't make any promises.
I might self-evict. I swear I'll do it if you don't vote me out. And then Sheldon's HOH is just gonna be a waste. Blah, blah, blah. Just quit already.
So then Brooke goes to Vanessa and Suzanne, and she's like, you know what?
Carol's gonna blow.
Yeah.
She's a hatch blower.
We can't keep her this week. We've got to do the right thing and cut her loose.
Lost was so much better than this season.
What?
Hatch blower.
Okay.
All right, so...
Make your own kind of music.
That's right.
Well, Suzanne is not happy with this news because
she's freaking out.
Is banking on Min Lee going this week.
And if Min Lee doesn't go, Min Lee's gonna come after her!
I mean, to be honest, Min Lee has been going around saying she wants to take out Sue, so... She's not wrong about that.
All right, well...
But I feel for them, because it is frustrating. They're in the 4th week now, and they've only actually evicted one person. Everything else has been out of their control.
Okay, but who's Canada going to vote for to skip the dishes?
I don't know.
Which have not would you vote for? Let's just take a look at this. That would be...
Brooke, Sue, Rianne, and JL. I think I would vote for Rianne.
Done. All right, so just to piss off Sheldon?
Why?
Because he's afraid of her.
Yeah, but...
How is she getting this?
I don't think that would piss him off.
All right. Well.
Then we had
more
a shriek
BS?
from Maddie.
No! No!
My clothes!
What? No, pink!
I gotta say, your Maddie is spot on.
Thank you.
So good. Yeah, she had a little laundry mishap, and...
I am going to accept this award.
She washed her clothes with one of the bed sheets, and it turned them pink.
Oh, it's so expensive.
Okay, also, $60 for that plain-ass white t-shirt? Where are you shopping?
All right, so...
if you guys are worried, I'm pretty sure they gave her something to put in her laundry, and it basically got the clothes back to the way they were.
Excuse me, you could go to the supermarket and buy a, like, Carbona ink out, you know, whatever, red out. Mm-hmm. Like $3 to $4.
It was...
Maybe $5
It was
Canadian.
mostly back to normal.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for Carol's freaking... house meeting.
Oh my god.
House meeting!
Yeah, so she gathered everyone together in the living room.
Carol said, all my supports were taken away, but I want to tell you guys that you should all vote me out because I did what I wanted to do, so now vote me out.
Well, that's nice for you.
Thanks,
what about
Carol.
everyone else who's trying to actually play the game here? I feel like it's selfish, and if it really is such a problem for her with, like, mental health and everything...
Out!
You should just go. You should just self-evict.
Be a hatch blower.
Yeah, so...
Sheldon's disappointed.
He's really getting screwed over here 2 weeks in a row. This is not good for him.
He can't do what he wants. He was planning on winning the game and making it to the end and being the best player ever in the history of Big Brother Canada.
I mean, he's got the potential... He really does. He's very, very smart. Carol's
really ruining it.
Yeah. I thought it was a little bit crazy how earlier when Carol was making the pitch to Sheldon to get rid of her, she was like, oh, you put up 3 people last week and none of them went home and now you're HOH again. So why not take me out?
Yeah.
Instead of taking out one of the 3 people that he put up last week? I mean, really.
Well... Sheldon's not the only one who's tired of all this bullshit. Angie is tired as well.
I loved all of this from Angie because we don't get to see that much exciting stuff.
Who's
from her
Angie?
On the feeds. Yeah. So I'm glad
Preach,
that she spoke up on the show here.
Thank you.
And I think
self-evict, Carol. That's what Angie says.
She was spot on.
Yeah. So there's an alarm in the HOH room.
What?
Did Sheldon go pee-pee a little bit?
Maybe.
One of the crystals popped up, and inside was a W necklace. And I was like, W? What's that for? Winner?
It's Wendy's, the Wendy's necklace. So, yeah, Sheldon gets a special power this week, and it just seems like adding insult to injury at this point. I mean, what a horrible week to have this opportunity. For this week? I think. I'm not 100% clear on that, but I feel like it's only for this week. It might be for next week
too, but it's probably only for this week.
I feel like it's only for this week.
So, according to Wendy's, they probably paid a little bit extra, so they get to give him the power to either chop a vote or spice up the veto. So, he gets to negate one vote or play in the veto competition. Because
the HOH doesn't get to play. Okay, like I said, this is a horrible week for this because everybody is pretty much decided on voting out Carol.
Are they, though?
I mean, they don't want to, but so far they're like, I guess we have to. So Sheldon is really struggling. Am I going to play in the veto or am I going to get rid of a vote? Does it even matter?
Well, he can't tell anybody about it anyway, so he can't
tucks it away in a sock. And he says, I'm gonna need the full 24 hours to think about this.
Yes.
Maybe he's thinking, I'm gonna need the full 24 hours to see if Carol is gonna self-evict and if there's still gonna be an eviction this week, and then I'll decide.
Maybe he could make Carol self-evict.
I don't know.
I bet I could. All right, so it's time for the noms.
Okay, mean girl.
I mean, come on.
You're a real Regina George.
So it's time for the noms.
Or, sorry, because it's Canada. It's Regina George.
It's time for the noms. And, oh, what? It's Carol? What a surprise.
I like that Sheldon gave Carol's head in the heads room some shade.
Yeah.
I mean, she really is holding the house and the game hostage this week with this move.
Although he said she is a strong, independent woman for begging to be evicted.
And Minley...
she's a cockroach, and everyone had a hearty laugh about that. Yeah.
So that's where we're at this week.
A real shit show.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Let's have a moment of silence
for this season.
Okay.
I was just thinking of The Circle when Mercedes was like, and moment of silence. Next!
Yeah, she was really good.
Yes.
All right, I hope the second season of The Circle is going to be just as good.
I think The Circle Brazil is actually on Netflix.
Oh.
Maybe we'll have to check that out. Now that we finished crazy-ass Love is Blind.
Do they speak English?
Disaster. I'm sure there's subtitles.
But wasn't that finale amazing? If you want to watch a real show...
I just have to say, we're not talking about the show right now, but Giannini slipping in the mud...
that made the season.
Okay. Anyway, thanks so much.
Worthwhile.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. And until then, much love.